There are no coincidences in this world. There is an order in everything, but not everyone can see it. Every human invention had to start somewhere. Every movement has its beginning. Every innovation was the result of previous innovations. And even our entire universe, according to the Big Bang Theory, also began at a particular moment. It all started when there was nothing. A singularity existed where space and time intertwined. But did time actually begin with the Big Bang? Or is it just an illusion? What was there before time began? Is time travel possible? In this video, we're going to find out. The answer to these questions lies deep within the heart of physics, shrouded in theories that challenge our understanding of reality itself. Before we begin, please subscribe to support us in making more videos like this one. You might have heard of the heat death of the universe. This is the ultimate fate of our cosmos, a time when all the stars in the night sky go out and every black hole evaporates. So how long do we have until then? According to NASA, there are about 100 billion trillion years left. That's 10 raised to the power of 17 years. Time may seem infinite, but it's not. Time is limited, and our time here on Earth is even more limited. It's measured from the moment we are born to the moment we die. We think we control time. We set appointments and deadlines for ourselves, but we don't. Time controls us. From the first moment we wake up to the last moment we sleep, it's always ticking away. The question is, where did time come from? Where did it start? And what will happen to it in the end? Let's go back to the beginning. Our universe began with the Big Bang. In the first fractions of a second, elementary particles such as quarks and electrons formed. After that, protons and neutrons combined to form atomic nuclei, after which the first atoms were formed, mostly hydrogen and helium. These elements then formed into stars and galaxies, and eventually Earth was formed, which later became habitable and life appeared. If time began with the Big Bang, that means that time is inseparable from the universe itself. Stephen Hawking once said that the Big Bang does not explain how the universe began. It only explains how space, time, and the laws of nature came into being. For those who believe in the Big Bang Theory, the birth of the universe is comparable to the birth of a person. A baby doesn't know how it came into this world, but its parents do. Similarly, we can know how the universe came into existence because we have witnessed its birth. Our universe is expanding. Galaxies are moving away from each other. The light from distant galaxies is shifted to the red end of the spectrum, indicating that they are moving away from us. By extrapolating this information backwards, scientists have calculated that our universe began as an infinitely dense point and that all matter was compressed together 13.8 billion years ago. That's how we know that the Big Bang occurred approximately 13.8 billion years ago. But what existed before that? To answer that question, we have to delve into the realm of theoretical physics. One theory suggests that time, like space, may be multidimensional. Renowned physicist Brian Johnson proposes that we exist in a three-dimensional time frame, similar to how we perceive space as having 3 dimensions. But what if time has additional dimensions beyond our perception? In a 4-dimensional time frame, time would have a beginning, middle, and end. However, in a 5-dimensional time frame, time would have a beginning and middle, but no end. And in a 6-dimensional time frame, time would have a beginning and end, but no middle. This could imply that in certain parts of our universe, time flows faster or slower than in others. However, in some places, time could be stagnant. No matter how far we look into space, we always see the past. If we want to see what's happening right now in distant galaxies, we need powerful telescopes to see the light they emit. Light takes time to reach us, so we always see the past. Therefore, looking into space allows us to see the history of the universe. But when we turn our gaze to the future, all we see is darkness. This is because there is no light in the future. Even the light we currently see will cease to shine in a few billion years. The only way to see the future is through the use of powerful telescopes. They allow us to detect gamma rays emitted by dying stars. Gamma rays move extremely fast, close to the speed of light, which allows us to observe the future. Some people say that if time began with the Big Bang, why didn't it end when the Big Crunch occurs? The heat death of the universe is a hypothetical future state of the universe in which the stars no longer emit light and heat and the universe reaches maximum entropy. But the problem with that theory is that entropy is constantly increasing. The universe is constantly becoming more disordered. Thus, if the increase in entropy is constant, then the heat death of the universe should occur much earlier than predicted. Some astronomers believe that time won't end with the heat death of the universe. Instead, it will begin again. Proponents of the oscillating universe theory believe that the Big Bang was not the beginning of the universe, but rather one of its rebirths. In this scenario, the universe goes through endless cycles of expansion and contraction, each time restarting the flow of time. However, there is another group of astronomers who believe that time will end completely. They call this the heat death of the universe. When all the energy in the universe is evenly distributed, time will stop. This is because without temperature differences, there can be no heat flow and thus no work, which means no change and no time. So how can we possibly figure out whether time is real or not? First, let's get some clarity on the term reality. Reality is subjective. It means something different to each of us. Therefore, reality cannot be proven. It can only be experienced. But if time is part of our reality, shouldn't the same rules apply to it? Can we experience time or can we prove its existence? If we can't experience time directly, then it's like trying to prove God's existence. It's impossible. Time is everywhere and nowhere. We can only experience its passage in relation to ourselves, either through motion or through changes around us. If we stop moving and stop noticing changes around us, then time stops. Space and time intertwine to create the very fabric of our universe. Without space, time wouldn't exist. Similarly, without time, space wouldn't have any meaning. Both are relative. Just as we cannot understand the concept of space without considering the distance between 2 points, we cannot comprehend time without referencing an event occurring over a period. The duration of an event is defined as time. The word time originates from the Latin word tempus, which means a specific period. When we speak of time, we mean a specific period of the universe's existence. In essence, time is like a shadow. It follows us everywhere we go. It's always there, but we can't touch it. While the universe exists, time also exists. But if the universe ceases to exist, what happens to time? What happens to the shadow when its owner disappears? We can't see time, but we can observe its effects. A clock displays time by measuring the effects of time. If there were no clocks, would time still exist? We can measure time by observing changes in the positions of celestial bodies. In ancient times, sundials were used for this purpose. Even without a clock, time would still exist, but without a ruler, we wouldn't know how to measure it. We can also measure time by observing radioactive decay. The rate of radioactive decay is constant. Each radioactive nucleus has a certain probability of decaying per unit time. There's a lot we don't understand about the universe, but there's even more that we don't understand about time. It's like trying to understand the present while living in the future. Our memories shape our identity, but they are unreliable. As humans, we tend to think linearly. We remember the past, live in the present, and plan for the future. But the truth is, our memories are fragmented and incomplete. Memories, emotions, knowledge and abilities are all stored in our brains. But what if we could access them externally? What if we could upload our memories to a server and access them anytime, anywhere? What if we could share our memories with others and view their memories? Wouldn't that make things much easier? Elon Musk believes that artificial intelligence is the key to unlocking the mysteries of the brain. His company Neuralink is developing technology that will allow humans to communicate with AI. If successful, this could revolutionize our understanding of the brain and unlock new possibilities for those with disabilities. In fact, Neuralink has already made significant progress. In July 2020, a monkey named Piggy played Pong with its mind. Neuralink's technology enabled Piggy to control a cursor on the screen by thinking about it. We don't realize how precious time is until it slips through our fingers. Life is fleeting, but it's also full of opportunities. It's up to us to decide how to use it. The most important thing is to live in the present because the future depends on it.